Welcome to this overview of linking machines and locations to contracts and managing item fees, inclusions, and contacts. On the Add a New Contract screen, navigate to the Items Data Grid. This is where assets and locations are linked to the contract. In this section, we will link a machine to the contract. To begin, right-click the row in the grid to open the Process menu. From here, you can add a new machine, add a new location, or delete an item. Select Add New Machine Item to open the Select a New Item window. This list shows all assets that have been issued, sold, or linked to the contract customer. Select the item you wish to link to the contract, then click OK. The item details populate based on your selection. In the Item row, click in the Location text box and enter the item's location. This identifies the machine's location for the technician, such as a unit number, reception desk, or specific floor and office. Click the ellipsis in the Shipping Address box. The Select a Shipping Address window opens. Select the address to link to the item and click OK. Enter the cost of sales account code for work-in-progress transactions, such as non-billable toner or spare parts. In the SLA Hours text box, enter the required call response time in hours. If the SLA monitoring service is installed and running, the time applies automatically whenever a call is logged against the contract item. The SLA calculation uses the shift pattern linked to the customer. In the Travel Radius box, enter the travel distance allowed before the customer is charged for additional travel. Set this to 0 if all travel is included in the contract. In the Travel Charge Rate text box, enter the amount to be charged for travel. If a non-zero value is entered, the charge is applied each time a call is logged against the contract item. A call cannot be closed until any incurred travel charges are invoiced. The Is Extra tick box can be ticked if the item is an accessory to the machine, otherwise, leave it unticked. The Status field is static and set to active. Click the Expand icon at the start of the item row. The subgrid opens with 4 tabs: Item Fees, Item Meters, Item Inclusions, and Item Contacts. Note that item meters, as well as life-based and aggregate contract setups, are covered in separate videos. To maximize the subgrid, use the full screen icon and click the X button to return to the original view. In the Item Fees tab, you will see the fee types configured for the selected contract type. These may include standard, reset, or renewal fees. Multiple fees can be linked to each machine or location specified on the contract. Standard fees are fixed amounts billed regularly, such as insurance, monthly rental, service, loan, or bank rental. Reset fees vary each billing period, like electricity or water usage, and reset to 0 after the billing cycle. They must be updated before each billing run. Renewal fees are applied when extending a contract to cover administrative or processing costs. If the contract type includes an evergreen fee, set the end date to the 31st of December 2999, as an evergreen contract does not have a fixed end date. To link a fee, tick the Mark checkbox in the relevant row. Then, enter the charge amount that will appear on the contract invoice during the billing period. Enter the account code and cost of sales account code if they are not already populated. You can also edit the invoice description to provide a clearer explanation of the fee. The contract details auto-populate from the Contract Info and Billing Info tabs, but they can be adjusted as needed for each fee type. To hide the fee on the invoice, tick the Suppress on Invoice checkbox. To show the fee, simply untick the box. Enter a relevant comment in the comment field, then click OK. Enter our customer order number. Select the User-Defined tab on the right and click the pin icon to dock the panel. User-defined fields let you add extra information to contracts, making key details easier to access. These configured fields appear on all contracts, but the data entered is unique to each one. Enter relevant details, and when complete, click the pin icon to undock the panel. The total item fees update at the bottom of the screen whenever changes are made. Enter a customer name if another party will be paying the fees on behalf of the contract's primary customer. If you leave these fields blank, the fees will automatically be billed to the contract customer. Click the ellipsis in the customer code field. The Select a Billing Customer window opens. Select the relevant customer, then click OK. Only include a supplier if a back-to-back deal with a third-party supplier has been set up in the system. This links the supplier to back-to-back transactions in which the supplier invoices your company and your company invoices the client. Click the ellipsis in the Supplier Code field. The Select a Finance Party window opens. Choose the supplier, click OK, and then enter the finance amount. Note that zero-value fees may be used for third-party transactions where the client is not billed. Link additional fees if necessary. If you have multiple items listed, ensure you select the correct item before adding meters, inclusions, or contacts. Inclusions are contract items that are not billed separately. They clarify what is included in the agreement, such as consumables, labor, or services covered under the contract fee. To add an inclusion in the Items Inclusions tab, right-click a row in the data grid. The Process menu opens with options to add a part, bill of materials, craft, or service inclusion. Make your selection, then click Yes on the Input Validation message. A window opens displaying a list of available items for the selected inclusion type. Select the appropriate row from the list, then click OK. The Item Inclusions grid populates with the code, description, and SLA type details. Enter the required quantity for the item inclusion. To link a fee, right-click the inclusion row and select Link Fee to this inclusion. Only fees previously added in the Item Fees tab will be displayed in the pop-up window, and each fee can be linked to only one inclusion. Choose the fee from the list, then click OK. The Fee Type field displays the selected fee code. In the Item Fees tab, click the grayed out Expand icon at the beginning of the fee row. The Fee Inclusions subgrid opens, showing the inclusion covered by that fee. To add more inclusions, repeat the process. To remove an inclusion, right-click the relevant row and choose Delete Inclusion from the Process menu. A Delete Row message pops up, prompting you to confirm the deletion. Click Yes, and the inclusion is removed from the grid. Click the Item Contacts tab. You can add up to 3 types of contacts, depending on your requirements, such as the manager responsible for the contract or item, the customer contact who will provide meter readings, and the user contact for day-to-day queries. To link contact details, right-click a row in the grid. The Process menu opens, offering options to add or delete a contact. Click Add a Contact, then click Yes on the Input Validation message to confirm. The Select a Contact window opens. Make your selection, then click OK. Select the contact type and contact method from each drop-down menu. Tick the Is Meter Contact checkbox if this is the primary meter contact. This ensures their name appears on meter capture screens and reports, and they receive meter reading requests and notifications. To add more contacts, repeat the same process. To remove a contact, right-click on the relevant row and select Delete Contact from the Process menu. A Delete Row message pops up, prompting you to confirm the deletion. Click Yes, and the contact is removed from the grid. In this section, we will link a location to the contract. Location-based contracts are used when a service benefits an entire area rather than a specific machine or component. These typically include services such as cleaning, facility maintenance, fire safety compliance, security, and other work performed across areas such as a workshop, building, or plant. To begin, right-click a new row in the Items data grid. Click Add New Location Item from the Process menu. In the Item Location window, select the location and click OK. The details populate based on your selection. Complete the applicable fields, including location details, shipping address, cost of sales account and any call response time, travel radius, and travel charge. Next, expand the subgrid and mark the row of the fee you wish to link to the location. Complete the fee details and add any relevant inclusions and contacts. Once all contract details have been entered, the next step is to save the contract and release it for approval. This process is demonstrated in a separate video. Businesses make better decisions with CO3 Nucleus.